Welcome folks, before we jump into this short video here, if you haven't yet and you want to, please subscribe and ring the bell for future updates. By ringing the bell, whenever I put up a new video, you will be notified. If you like this video at the end, please give it a thumbs up and share it, and all comments are welcome. Today we'll be talking about San Francisco, California's coronavirus cases and drug overdoses in the city of San Francisco. Data from the San Francisco Medical Examiner's Office reported showed 697 accidental drug overdose deaths from January through December 2020. That's more than twice San Francisco's 257 deaths due to COVID-19, according to figures from the city public health department. That's hard to picture. More people died from drug overdoses in San Francisco. I think there's like 750,000 people there compared to the coronavirus outbreak. Most of it was caused from fentanyl, though, folks. So there's quite a few people there. Health officials say the isolation caused by the pandemic led to an increase in fentanyl overdoses in the city. Notably, San Francisco had one of the lowest per capita COVID-19 death rates of any major city in the country last year. And they still do a very low death rate there in San Francisco, California from the COVID-19. And when you think about it, San Francisco is a tourist attraction. That's where people come from all over the world. San Francisco's early and dramatic response to the coronavirus last year earned its praise as a model for fighting the pandemic. But during that time was the city's also experiencing a surge of fatal drug overdoses that far outpaced its COVID-19 deaths. They handled the coronavirus real quick by shutting the city down. Like I said, it's a major tourist attraction there for folks to come from all over the United States and all over the world. And they got it under control that quick by doing isolation from the beginning. But still, they got a major drug overdose problem going on there in San Francisco. San Francisco had twice as many drug overdose deaths as COVID-19 deaths last year. This is a true state emergency is met with political indifference, if not encouragement. San Francisco was the first city in the nation to declare a coronavirus emergency in February of 2020. Weeks before other metros, the response contributed to San Francisco having one of the lowest COVID-19 death rates among major cities early last fall. By the end of last year, San Francisco, which was at home to nearly 875,000 people, had tallied 257 deaths due to the virus, according to the data from the city's Department of Public Health. The total increased rapidly this winter as the virus surged across California and many parts of the country. It now stands at 531 since the pandemic started, according to recent data. 531 deaths, folks, out of 875,000 people is still 531 too much, but that is a very, very low percentage, which helped some people, but don't, that passed away. The report listed 697 accidental drug overdose deaths from January through December 2020. It describes the data as preliminary. Sad is, besides all the deaths and the overdoses, this fentanyl drug affects people's family, but it comes from across the border, folks. Gets over here from the cartels, wherever they're bringing it in from. It's just unreal to believe that more people in the city of San Francisco passed away from drug overdose than from the coronavirus. Again, folks, you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. If you happen to want to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe and ring the bell for future updates.